Well, hello. Good morning. Let's get this microphone in a little closer. Test. Let's see where we at. Test, 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 test. Yep. Okay. Let's do this. Is that a little bit better? Can't quite get it to where I want it, so hopefully it picks up well enough for all you to hear. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, and I'm sending this out to all of you who've been following the walk with Jesus, the chronological walk with Jesus. And today is a special day. It's Thanksgiving. It's never been one of my favorite holidays, and I think that's because it never comes with gifts. And I like to give gifts, even though I feel like I'm not really great at finding out what people want or what people. I guess what I'm always concerned about is finding something that they actually want. And I love getting gifts. I love getting gifts, and I love. Well, let me say this: I love getting toys. I don't necessarily love getting socks. I don't love getting ties. And I definitely don't love getting a three-piece suit for Christmas. So if you want to get me something funny this year, get me a three-piece suit. We're going to do a special message today for Thanksgiving, and I hope I can tie it into Thanksgiving. It's always easy when it comes to Jesus because he's so thankful, and we're so thankful for him. Let's see how it goes. Matthew 7:15-29. This is in the chronological Bible. Just a quick update. We're walk 19. However, we're about 3 months in. For the first month-ish, September to October. I'm sorry, 2 months in. September to October, we did it on Facebook Live, and then about a month ago, we broke on to YouTube. So you're finding this on YouTube. So happy Thanksgiving to you from YouTube, from Agua de la Roca, from our family, and to all of you today. Let's see what Jesus did, what Jesus says, and how Jesus walks his life. Jesus teaches about fruit in people's lives. Beware of false prophets who come disguised as harmless sheep, but are really vicious wolves. And Finley's chewing on a plastic bottle, wouldn't you know? Right at the wrong time. Sorry, got that fixed. Little technical difficulty, right? Beware of false prophets who come disguised as harmless sheep, but are really vicious wolves. First of all, this is a huge, huge woe to me if I ever step over here, okay? So if you ever think I'm being a false prophet and disguised as a wolf, please let me know. That would be good, because I believe that false prophets may not even realize they're so disguised and they're so deceived by the devil that they themselves do not know that they are wolves dressed in sheep's clothing. So we're going to keep on going. You can identify them by their fruit, that is, by the way they act. Can you pick grapes from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? A good tree produces good fruit, and a bad tree produces bad fruit. A good tree can't produce bad fruit, and a bad tree can't produce good fruit. So every time that does not produce good fruit, every tree that does not produce good fruit is chopped down and thrown to the fire. Yes, just as you can identify a tree by its fruit, so you can identify people by their actions. Not everyone who calls out to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven. Quiet, Ben. Sorry, I apologize. Will enter the kingdom of heaven. On judgment day, many will say to me, Lord, Lord, we prophesied in your name and cast out demons in your name and performed many miracles in your name. But I will reply, I never knew you. Get away from me, you who break God's law. Quiet. That's not okay. That's not okay. And believe it or not, that's the mature one, not the immature one. We still haven't introduced you to Deuce, have we? Anyone who listens to my teachings and follows it is wise. Like a person who builds a house on solid rock, though the rain comes in torrents and flood, waters rise and winds beat against the house, it won't collapse because it is built on bedrock. But anyone who hears my teaching and doesn't obey it is foolish, like a person who builds a house on sand. When the rains and floods come and the winds beat against the house, it will collapse with a mighty crash. When Jesus had finished saying these things, the crowds were amazed at the teachings, for he taught with real authority, quite unlike their teachers of religious law. So again, he rebukes the Pharisees. He talks, or at least Matthew does. Matthew says, yeah, these Pharisees ain't got nothing for Jesus. Jesus is laying it down. And this is the last day. This is the last day where he comes down from the mountain, I believe. He comes down because it says in these things the crowds were amazed. I was sure that he said he comes down from the mountain right here. I believe this is at the end of Matthew 7, which is at the end of the Sermon of the Mount. So this is the end, and when he goes back out doing the things that he does. So can you tell, hopefully, and I'd like maybe an affirmation at this point, because I'm going to ask, and not to get the right answer, but I'm going to ask this in order to get an answer, which is, can you tell by the fruits of our lives, Janelle and I's lives, that we are doing things correctly? We hope so. We hope that we are leading by example. We hope that we're leading people to the light and not leading people away from the gospel. Janelle and I are growing closer and closer every day. And it's been 25, 26 years. Christopher was 2.5, so going on 27 years when we met. And though it has been a rocky road, we pulled a lot of lumber out of our eyes. And if you see any other lumber, again, we challenge you to bring forth your concerns, please, with love. But bring forth your concerns in our lives. We're still working on some things. We're still working the bugs out. Our relationship is like no other. I've never seen a relationship like Janelle and I's. So it's amazing, it's awesome, and it's different. And so hopefully yours is awesome and amazing too. I love this piece about the trees, and what I'm doing right now out my garden, it's right out here, is my orchard. That is, I'm trimming the bushes, I'm trimming the trees, and trimming the fruit trees in specific, in hopes that they will all bear fruit. Now here's the thing, I'm going to prune them, and I'm going to pray that they produce fruit next year, and if not, they're going to get cut down. Every one of them, if need be. Now I know one or two of them already bore fruit. So hopefully we'll have that again next year. But if my goal is to prune them, to fertilize them, to give them nurturing over the fall and the spring, and hopefully get to see a big fruit crop. So that's what we're up to right now. We're at a season of our life where the foundation we believe is strong. We're here. We're bolting down here in Gallatin, Tennessee, and the foundation of our lives is set. The concrete is set. Janelle and I's relationship is set. We are here to receive our family. We're continuing to build the structure of our family through our kids and our grandkids, ministering to them through the gospel, through the gospel, ministering through them through prayer and intercession, and speaking positive but yet truthful thoughts into their lives. We hope you get to do the same during this wonderful, the rest of 2020, the rest of this stupid season called COVID-19, and getting ready for a wonderful, wonderful 21. I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for Jesus Christ, mostly for coming to die a painful, painful death after he lived a wonderful, wonderful 33 years of his life and a 33 years of ministry, not without persecution, not without running from the pigs, not running from the wolves or hiding from the wolves, being shrewd as a snake and loving as caring as doves, dodging in and out of towns, dodging in and out of houses, making sure that his apostles carried a sword, making sure his apostles were equipped for the future. And that's what I'm about. I hope that we're equipping you. I hope that this message finds you well, and I hope that your Thanksgiving was warm, was wonderful, and was in preparation for the future of an awesome season of Christmas. God bless. Have a great day.